Good, y'all, Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to First Take. The first game of the NBA Finals has happened. I don't know why I said the Warriors. The Nuggets beat the Heat 104-93. Jokic had 27, 10, and 14. He played well. It was more of the same, not really being able to stop Jokic's style of play. And the Heat were taking a lot of threes. I think Caleb Martin had like 7 threes and hit one. So it was a very interesting game. It was a lot of jump shots. I think they only shot 2 or 3 free throws. They weren't really getting to the line or to the basket to really draw those fouls. Like I said yesterday, which I think so like the video actually didn't go up, but yesterday I pretty much just said the same thing. Like the only way to really get this Nuggets team down and beat is to attack. Don't take a lot of 3-point jump shots because that will give them better opportunities to get rebounds and run. Their team can run. Their team has good athletic pieces. Aaron Gordon played great. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., they can run. And when they get that ball from off of a long rebound, off of a 3, that's just them scoring easily. Them scoring more easy, I guess. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to cut this a little short today. There's a couple things on here that I really don't care to talk about. Asking if Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic were the best duo in the NBA right now. I somewhat agree because they're obviously on the best team right now, and Jokic has been dominating like the game in like 3 different ways, just off of his passing, off of his scoring, and some games with just overall his tenacity to get those extra rebounds and the extra points. He can impact the game 3 different ways and does it on almost a consistent basis. So it's hard to really say that there are many, if any, players better than him right now. So in turn, he also does make Jamal Murray better by giving him good passes in good positions. But let's go ahead and get started.
I believe that I went out on a limb for picking the team that actually made it to the NBA Finals.
Okay, sorry for the trigger word.
They knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics, the 2 teams that had the best record in the NBA. That's number 1. Number 2 is that I still feel confident in the Miami Heat team. I'm not going to overreact from this game 1, although the Nuggets did play well. But like Jimmy Butler said, they're going to make adjustments. I feel like Eric Spoelstra, the best coach in basketball, I got the utmost trust in him when it comes down to putting his guys in position to be successful. I will say this though.
I have the Nuggets winning in 5. I think that the Heat do rely on hitting interesting shots, deep threes or contested jump shots. And I think when they're not falling, you get this type of heat, not being able to crack 100 points. And I think that's always been the issue with the Heat since Tyler Hero went down. They don't have enough points or enough scoring to put points on the board. In modern NBA, you're not going to win many games without scoring at least 100 points. It's not going to happen that often, so you need to score.
When you look at
Obviously.
the NBA Finals, it is different. It is different. When you walk into the arena, it is different. The vibe when you walk out to get your pregame shots before you run out with the team, it's different. And I think we saw that last night when it came down to the role players of the Miami Heat.
Yep.
Max Strus, Caleb Martin. They felt the energy. Now, it's even harder when you're on the road. And number two, I seen too many my bads that had nothing to do with adjustments. It was simple switches that could have been communicated. And two of those were in the second quarter by Bam Adebayo. And I thought when the Heat were chipping away at that double-figure lead, those two switches back to back, that really cost them to make a run. Not saying that they was going to win the game.
One thing you're seeing just from those highlights those are good shots. Those are good threes. Now, of course, there can be better shots, but it's not like they are like contested. But you see a lot of them, they bounce off the rim hard enough to where it goes on the opposite side, or high enough to where Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter Jr. can get it because they're in a better like position. If you shoot the ball from this side and you brick it, it's mostly gonna go on the opposite side where Jimmy Butler is not. And I think let's just look. See that's a brick came off. He should have shot that. That was open. Coming off on there. 3 blue jerseys. Step back, short. Another hard ball off of the front of the rim, right to the blue jersey.
Conversation every single season. And I watched him go to the bench, and he sat down, he looked down towards the end of the bench and said, "My bad." No, you can't have my bads on those mistakes. So I'm still confident that the Heat can win this series. I will give a lot of credit to the Denver Nuggets. They came out, they found the mismatches, but I do believe Eric Spoelstra will make adjustments, and he will have his team ready for Game 2.
You know what, Perk? I just want to say this. I have no evidence. I have no proof of this whatsoever. It's just sheer speculation. I think this is the first time that I've looked at you and I've seen, and I said to myself, he is lying to the American public. There is no way in hell that he can believe that there is nothing to be concerned about with the Miami Heat. I'm looking at the Denver Nuggets. They just seem so much bigger. Miami seems so much smaller. You spend the first 3 quarters shooting 7 of 27 from three-point range. You got a guy in Max Strus. I understand, John Starks 0 for 11 in 94. I mean, I forgot who else it was. I think it was Steph Curry one year. He went 0 for 9. Ray Allen went 0 for 13 in 2010. You were there. You was teammate. You know this. But to be 0 for 10 from three-point range, I mean, Max Strus, he was just awful. Caleb Martin was awful. I don't expect that to continue because you can't get much worse than what we've seen from them. But when you look at the greatness of Jokic, when you look at Jamal Murray, when you look at Aaron Gordon, bully his...
And it sort of looks easy for the Nuggets. Like, you see them play, and you see it's very slow and controlled sometimes, and it just looks effortless. And I think it throws off a lot of the other players. And I think that's what's crazy about it, because I think Luka and Jokic play the same, but I think that Jokic slowed it down even more. And I think he's taking better shots than Luka, because Luka will shoot a 3 deep or take some some contested shots. But Jokic, he will make that backdoor pass or catch the cutter, or when Aaron Gordon is running that baseline, he can throw easy dishes down to him. And I think this team is good, yeah.
His way to 12 first quarter points,
and big point guards are
there was just
cheat
a
codes.
Size mismatch on the part of the Denver Nuggets. I just looked at Miami and I was like, my God, they just...
There it is right there. See? Look at that. Didn't I just say that? Hold on, let's go back, because niggas be thinking I don't know what I be talking about. See? Easy sell off.
Of the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, well, that wasn't it.
But
watch Aaron Gordon. High post, feed down there, easy.
They look so little compared to Denver. How are they going to overcome this? Cody Zeller was in the lineup. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh at the brother. I
Took
wish
another
he wasn't,
slip
but
down there.
My Lord, I'm like, if you're the Miami, this is the same Miami Heat team in 2006.
Cody Zeller just got his ass bodied up.
And I remember, I'm sitting there and Jerry Stackhouse and those boys are telling me back then we were actually fearful when Alonzo Mourning came in the game because he was a racer. He was erasing everything. You think about that. You think about the big men that Miami have had on their squad with their championships, and then you.
Yeah, I don't think that this Heat team is ready for this Nuggets team. I think that the Nuggets are a well-completed team all throughout. I think from 1 to 8 on the roster is solid. They have a solid veteran with Jeff Green who will still produce and get some highlight points. Be it a nice little dunk or an easy slip dunk down the bottom. You saw that when Jeff Green did hit that layup. It's important to have those type of plays because it will keep your team involved and alert.
You just say,
and also your role players will play better.
My God, I'm not even talking talent. I'm just talking size. I just said, man, they just look so small. So to me, that in and of itself is big reason to get worried because there's not much that they can do if they're not making their perimeter shots because they certainly ain't gonna make so much noise in the interior.
Yeah, I'm not confident in the Miami Heat, and I picked the Denver Nuggets to win this series, and I after last night, I have no evidence to suggest they won't. And you guys have brought up some of these concerns for the Heat side. The thing is, we've now played we've seen 16 Denver Nuggets playoff games. No one has found an answer for the Jokic-Murray two-man action, and that was on full display last night. Second time in NBA history that teammates have scored 25 points and 10 or more assists, and the only other time was 1987 Game 1, Magic and James Worthy. We'll get to more on that
big
two-man
game,
action in
James.
a little bit. The size disparity that you guys brought up,
Good
it was on
finish.
full display in that first quarter. Every time that Aaron Gordon got a switch, he absolutely punished it. On the other end of the floor, Aaron Gordon on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy only had 8 drives, his lowest in this postseason. A lot of that had to do with Aaron Gordon. Then they decide to target Michael Porter Jr. because they think he's a bad
body.
Okay, well, you shot one.
He was a very underrated pickup for this team. A nice, athletic, good-sized small forward / power forward who plays bigger than he really is. Uber athletic talent and gives another option for Jokic. For again the dump down or the pass out to Jamal Murray and let him go to work. Again, I just said this. I just think that this team is nasty and it'll be hard to beat this team in 4 games.
For 9 against Michael Porter Jr. when he was the primary
pass.
defender because he's 6'10".
He sealed him off there.
Is on both ends of the floor. Then the zone, which a lot of has been made of this. Miami
Killing him down
zone.
there too.
They came out to start the second quarter in the zone.
Another
Jokic
one
was off the floor. Denver scored on 4 of the first 5 possessions against that zone. Then Jokic came back in the game. They went away from it. They went back to it in the fourth. Denver was 4 for 11, but they had 4 great looks from 3. They missed those, which brings me to my last point. Everybody's going to talk about Max Strus missing shots and Caleb Martin missing shots and Duncan not being able to get himself going.
And the Nuggets ain't shoot well either.
27 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Porter Jr., their best three-point shooter, was 2 for 11 and had a lot of good looks. Let's not act like the Denver Nuggets played their best basketball game. There's a lot to be concerned about if you're the Miami Heat.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I agree. I think that the Heat, everything needs to be hitting on all cylinders for the Heat, to win a game, let alone this series. I think that the Heat could squeak off one. I think that Jimmy Butler is one of those players that can win a series and control the series by himself on both sides of the court. And yeah, I think they can sneak one. But that's pretty much everything, guys. I don't really care about this other conversation because I think it is. I think they are the best duo in the NBA. most consistent on the best team, great numbers. They're both great players on their own right, and they make each other better as well as they make other players around them play better. Not much else that you can ask for from a fantastic duo and great players. But yeah, this Heat team, Bam. I guess you're just like all the other centers who have guarded Jokic, and it's just barbecue chicken. They're not being physical enough with him, not getting in him early enough, and it's just gonna be more of the same. Like, this could be a sweep, honestly. If like the Nuggets like continue to execute damn near perfect, then I don't see the Heat winning one. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I got for you guys. I mean, I'll see y'all later. Peace.